A new report accuses Google of having more than 100 non-government organizations and government agencies around the world helping to police YouTube, well, for extremist content ranging from so-called hate speech to terrorist recruiting videos. Okay, we get that. Let's take a quick look at Google. The stock, by the way, ending the day up in the green, just up, I should call it Alphabet, of course, but we like to call it Google, but up on the day ever so slightly in a flat market. All right, let's get to this story. My next guest says he was censored by Google when they took down his video entitled "How I Feel About Being Called a White Supremacist." He tweeted, quote, "The censors are at it again. No explanation and no reason. Why in the world would this be blocked?" Good questions. Joining me now to answer is University of Toronto professor and author of 12 Rules for Life, Dr. Jordan Peterson. Dr. Peterson, explain to me, how did you get blocked on YouTube? That's not easy to do, or apparently it is. Why were you blocked?
Well, it's easier than you think.
Yeah.
I had my accounts all shut down about 6 months ago, too, my Gmail accounts and everything else.
What did you do?
And my YouTube accounts. I violated their terms of agreement, apparently. They never told me why. They just sent me a generic message saying that the robots had picked me up, the algorithms,
yes,
that it was reviewed by a human, and that they blocked me. But there was a big outcry on social media, and they reinstated all my Gmail accounts. So they didn't tell you exactly why, but what do you suspect? Well, I suspect it had something to do with a political situation that I was involved in Canada. I had come out against a particular piece of legislation, and people had accused me of being part of the alt-right or even part of the far-right. But can you tell me what that legislation was? Yes, it purported to add gender identity and gender expression to a list of protected categories under the Canadian Human Rights Code, but what it really did was compel a certain form of speech, and I objected to that. So, because I don't think that the government is in the job of telling you what you should say, much less what, maybe what you shouldn't say from time to time, but perhaps not that either. So it was political, and I had people inside Google telling me what was going on. So, and then this latest thing was a clip that was taken from an interview I had done down in L.A., where we were just discussing accusations against me. That was all it was. Yes, and that was banned. So what's your recourse? Have you said, hey, this is unfair? Do you have a place where you can, plead your case? Well, I was fortunate when it happened originally, because I know lots of media people in Canada. And so I called up a number of reporters and I said, look, they shut down my Gmail accounts, my calendar, everything. And so, yeah, it was really not good. It was really not good. And within a day or so, they reversed their decision, although they really didn't explain that. Because you got the media attention. Well, yes, exactly. I had some clout, and so it was. And the person who had done the interview with me, they run a YouTube channel called H3H3 and have about 4 million subscribers. So they had some clout too. So but you haven't stood down on your beliefs. You're not, even though you got kicked off of YouTube and got your Gmail shut down, you're not going to change your way of expressing yourself. Oh, well, I'm not going to stop opposing the government's attempt to regulate what I can say, that's for sure. No, that's a mistake. All right. Very, very interesting. Let's get to your book, 12 Rules for Life. Yep. All right. Tell me, what are the rules for life? Where am I going wrong is what I want to find out. Well, I can tell you one. Yes. It's called Set Your House in Perfect Order Before You Criticize the World. And it's about the motivations behind such things as the Columbine High School shootings. So it's a very serious chapter, and it has to do with the mistake that people make in criticizing the structure of society and even the structure of existence itself before they do everything they can to act responsibly in the world and to tell the truth and to put their own houses in order. They get bitter and resentful. It's easy to say that, but how hard is it to do? A lot of people don't believe, will not do any self-reflection. Yeah, well, they're often not convinced that their efforts would be worthwhile, but they are worthwhile. And I've been talking to young men in particular about this over the last year, and I've had thousands, tens of thousands of letters now from people who've been trying out the sorts of things I've been recommending in my YouTube videos and putting their lives together as a consequence. Right. Putting your house in order. What else? Give me another one. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. I actually do that, but I'm a huge animal lover. Well, there you go. Well, it's a meditation on fragility, I would say. It's a chapter about my daughter's serious illness. And I'm a clinical psychologist, and I'm attempting in that chapter to help people determine how they can cope when things get far too stressful in their lives, and to look for the little bits of beauty and warmth that sort of enter your life spontaneously. So that's very interesting. 12 Rules for Life. Dr. Jordan Peterson, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.